Hello and welcome guys. In last video we started matrices and in the last video we see a different type of concept. We see matrices, concept of matrices, notation, and in the last we also solved the order of matrix. So first of all I wanted to say just one thing. If you don't see that video, so I think you should go that video. I will provide the link of that video in the description, so you should go that video and after that you should cover this one. So let's start the video guys. So first of all let's take the overview of this video. Basically we will see the types of matrices because there are different type of matrices, and we will see, and after that we will move on the equality of matrix, and in the end there are two examples regarding equality of matrix. So this is all about the overview of this video, and let's start the video and see the concept guys. So first of all, types of matrices. So basically guys there are different type of matrices, and first of all we have to learn that column matrix. After that we will move on row matrix. Third one we will see square matrix. After that we will see that what is the diagonal matrix, and fifth one, which one is called scalar matrix, and sixth one we will see what is the identity matrix, and last but not the least it's a zero matrix. So there are seven different type of matrices. There are a lot of different type of matrices also, but basically it's a start of the chapter, so basically you should know about these different type of matrices. So first of all, see that what is the column matrix. So basically guys, if you see the last video, I think you all know what is the row and column. So a matrix is said to be a column matrix if it has only one column. So very simple. If you have any matrix and that matrix has only one column, you can say that that matrix is column matrix. In general, if suppose you have any matrix A, and there is a notation of that matrix as m cross 1 is a column matrix of order m cross 1. It means that there is a restriction that there will be only one column, and row can be anything 1 2 3 4 etc. So there is a one example regarding column matrix. So as you seeing here guys, that there are only one column. As how you can say that there is only one column? You can say that you have to count only vertical line. There are only one vertical line, so you can say there is only one column. So we can say that it is a column matrix of 3 cross 1, 3 rows and 1 column. So this one was all about column matrix. Now move on row matrix. So as you see what is the column matrix, same you can say that row matrix. A matrix is said to be row matrix if it has or conduct only one row. In column matrix you have only one column, but in row matrix you have only one row. In general there's a notation of that matrix. So if suppose you have any matrix B, notation of this matrix is Bij. I represent row and J represent column. So as in the previous line I already described you that there should be only one row, so it means I will be always one, and after that J, it can be anything 1 2 3 4 etc. So is a row matrix of order 1 cross n. 1 represent row and n represent the column. So there is a example how you can decide that how many rows are there in the given matrix. You can just count the horizontal lines. You can see guys, only one horizontal line is here. You can say that only one row is there, and you can see here that there are four columns. It means 1 2 3 and 4 columns are there. Four vertical lines you can also say they are there, so you can say that it is a row matrix of 1 cross 4. After that there is another matrix. Third type of matrix is a square matrix. So a matrix in which the number of rows are equal to the number of columns is said to be a square matrix. there's m cross n matrix said to be a square matrix if m is equal to n and is known as a square matrix of order. So basically, if you have any matrix and in that matrix number of rows and number of columns are equal, it means m is equal to n. You can say that that matrix is the square matrix. In general, here is a given example of that matrix. As you are seeing here, there are three vertical lines here, so you can say that three columns. Three horizontal lines are also here, so you can say that here are three rows are also, so you can say m is equal to n. So here we can say that this matrix is a square matrix of order m. It has a 3 cross 3, so you can say this given example is a square matrix of 3 order. Now move on the fourth one, which one is a diagonal matrix. I think you all know what is the meaning of diagonal, so let's start this. A square matrix B is equal to, it's the notation of that matrix, is said to be a diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. That is a matrix of called diagonal matrix. So it means in the diagonal matrix all its non-diagonal elements will be 0. We can say that it's a diagonal matrix. So suppose you have any matrix B said to be diagonal matrix if B I equal to row j and j is column is equal to 0 when I and j are not equal. So let's see the example first of all, guys. As you are seeing here, it's a diagonal elements, and here these are also a diagonal elements, and non-diagonal all the elements are 0 here, this one and this one. So all the elements are 0, so you can say that it's a diagonal matrix. If you see in the previous, I said that if Bij should be 0 when I and j does not equal to, suppose you have one row and I is equal to 1 and j is equal to, it means first row and second column, as you are seeing here. So this one was all about the diagonal matrix. Now move on the next one called a scalar matrix. Diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are equal. That is a square matrix. So guys, basically, as you are seeing here, it's also, as you in the previous one you see that what is the diagonal matrix. So if all the elements in diagonals are equal, you can say that it's a scalar matrix and non-diagonal elements will be 0. So here's the notation. You can say that if B and I and J represent the rows and column should be equal to 0 when I and J are not equal to. So this one, this one, this one. In this case, I and J are not equal. In this one, in this one, in this one, I and J are not equal. So you can say that all the values of these elements when I and J are not equal is equal to 0. And when I and j is equal, then here can be any constant value that is true. So you can say that this is the scalar matrix. Next one is identity matrix, guys. A square matrix in which the elements in the diagonal are all 1 and rest all are 0 is called identity matrix. So in the example you are seeing that all the elements in the diagonal are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. So we denote the identity matrix of order n by in. If here is any matrix of 4 order, 5 order or 6 order, so you will be represented by I and n, in. When order is clear from the context, we simply write it as I. Observe that a scalar matrix is an identity matrix when k is equal to 1. So this one was all about the identity matrix. Now here we have last type of matrix is called zero matrix. So very simple matrix. A matrix is said to be a zero matrix or null matrix also. You can also say that it's a null matrix if all its elements are 0. For example, we denote to zero matrix by O also. So all the elements are 0, so you can say it's a zero matrix. So now guys, we have see a different type of matrices, and now we should move on the next part of this video. And now it is a equality of matrix. So here we start the guy. Suppose we have a two matrix. Suppose guys we have a two matrix A, which notation is this one, and suppose guys another matrix we have also B are said to be equal if first condition they are the same order. Order of that matrix should be same. Suppose if A matrix has a 3 cross 3 order, B should be 3 cross 3 order. It's the condition. Second one is each element of A should be equal to corresponding element of B. That is Aij equal to Bij for all I and j. So two conditions are there guys. If suppose you have a matrix A and B, there should be the same order. If one matrix is 3 cross 3 or 2 cross 3, second matrix should also be 3 cross 3 or 2 cross 3. Second condition is that each element of first matrix, you can say A matrix, should be equal to corresponding element of B, that is Aij equal to Bij for all I and j. Here guys, you are seeing here this matrix had a 3 cross 3 order. This one has also a 3 cross 3 order. First condition now we have done. Second one, each element of A, here you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, all the elements of A should be equal to corresponding element of B. Corresponding element of B, here is a noted point, corresponding element of B. Corresponding element of this one is this, is equal, this one and this one is equal. So this is the equality of matrices concept. So now guys move on the example. First example guys, as you are seeing here, consider the three matrices are shown below A, B and C, and in the question we have said that all the matrices are equal. So you know that if A is equal to B, what is the condition? You know corresponding, first of all check that are A and B matrix of same order. You can say it's a 2 cross 2 and here it has a 2 cross 2. So order is same. Now move on the second one. If A is equal to B, then we know that corresponding element of X is 34 and is equal to X equal to 34. Corresponding element of Y is 54 and so Y is equal to 54. So since corresponding elements of equal matrices are also equal, so we'll know about that what is the value of X and what is the value of Y. Now see guys, we know that matrix C is not equal to A and or B. So C has more columns. So this one was all about the first example. Now move on the second example guys. As you are seeing here guys, we have to determine the values of A, B, C and D. So the following equation becomes valid, should be valid. So example is given here and you are seeing here order of both of matrix are same. So you can go through the second one thing. Now you have to compare the corresponding element just. If the two matrices are equal, then the corresponding elements are equal to, this is the condition, thus we have. First of all, you can say corresponding element of A is equal to 5. So A is equal to 5. Now we have done with this. We know what is the value of A. Now we have to move on the second thing. As you are seeing in here, A plus C, this one is equal to this. Okay. Now move on the second thing guys. So here guys, as you are seeing here guys, B minus 2D is equal to 1. Here guys, is equal to 1. Corresponding element of this one is this, so is equal should be equal to 1. And here you can also say 2B should also equal to 6. So insert the value of all these things in A plus C is equal to 4, because you know that value of A is equal to 5. Put this in this equation and you will get C is equal to minus 1. You know 2B should be equal to 6, so you get value of B. Now you all know about the value of B, you know about value of A, you know about the value of C. Now you have to find just a value of D. You know that B minus 2D is equal to 1, or it should be, because corresponding elements should be same. So B minus 2D equal to 1, put the value of B and in the end you will find the value of D guys. So here we have, now we know all the values. So thus the two given matrix will be equal if A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3, C is equal to minus 1 and D is equal to 1. So guys, I think now we should recap in regarding the equality of matrix. What you have to do, first of all you have to see that order of matrix is same or not. After that you have to see that corresponding elements should be same. Just compare the corresponding elements as we compare in this given equation. Compare A with 5, compare B minus 2D with corresponding element is should be 1. This compare 2B with 6 and compare a plus c with 4. Just compare, and after that it's a mathematical part. You all know about that. So guys, this one was all about this lecture. See you in the next one, guys.